So, Slipknot P. Harrington, what are your thoughts on the recent terror attack in Algeria and the attack on Mali?
Well, it's quite a complicated situation, but I'll put it across as easily as I can. Since the West installed Al-Qaeda into Libya by funding the uprising that resulted in the killing of Colonel Gaddafi, Al-Qaeda have been massing weapons from the West, including 10,000 surface-to-air missiles. Al-Qaeda have now become bold. Hence the attack on Algeria, hence the French now trying to put them down in Mali. Al-Qaeda also make up the bulk of the so-called rebels in Syria, who are again being funded by the West. You see, a war on terror can be a never-ending war, and for a never-ending war, you're going to need a never-ending supply of weapons. Now this is the crux of the matter. The West have been funding and assisting Al-Qaeda to take over countries so that down the line the West can claim that Al-Qaeda have taken over a country and so they have to go back in and bomb it back to the Stone Age again. We saw the beginnings of this the other day when Britons were told to leave Benghazi. Sooner or later there will be another no-fly zone over Libya to save the Libyan people, this time from Al-Qaeda that the West actually installed.
Hang on a minute, are you seriously suggesting that the West put Al-Qaeda into Libya? We were told by the media that the rebels were everyday folk. They were, just mad at Gaddafi, and that's what caused the uprising. Is this not true?
Sorry, what was your source for this?
Well, the mainstream media, of course.
You just can't believe a word that is printed or spoken by the mainstream media. They are a pack of liars. Look, as I said before, a war on terror could be a never-ending war. And in order to keep killing people with Hellfire missiles, you need a constant supply of Hellfire missiles. Who sells Hellfire missiles and other arms for the so-called war on terror? Defence companies. And what do defence companies also own a lot of? Media companies. It's a game. They're laughing at you and I. They think we're just so very stupid, and in general we are. We fall for it hook, line and sinker every time.
So what you're saying here is that the media don't tell us the truth because their bosses, who also own defence companies, want us to attack terrorists that the West installed in a far-off country to make them more money via weapons sales.
By God, I think you've got it. But they also use this manufactured threat of Al-Qaeda to take our liberties at home as well. Did you know you can now have fingers inserted up your arse in America in the name of saving you from Al-Qaeda?
But that's ridiculous. Who would allow this to happen?
The American people are allowing this to happen. Land of the free, home of the brave. Well, let's be honest, to have a few fingers inserted up your arse, you're going to have to be brave.
Seriously?
Oh yes. You see, they have to check and see if you have any explosives in your pants or up your arse crack. All because of the underwear bomber.
But even I know that the underwear bomber, Umar Farouk Abdul-Muttalib, was allowed to get on the plane by the American government. Under Secretary of State Patrick Kennedy approved this. Muttalib didn't even have a passport. You tried getting on a plane without a passport.
And as a direct result of the American government getting Umar Farouk Abdul-Muttalib onto the plane, naked body scanners that cause cancer were installed to airports in America. Here is another example of how governments are manipulating any situation they can to suppress its own people. We need to wake up and put a stop to this nonsense. As I said before, they see you as a joke, and this is a game.
Slipknot P. Harrington, thank you very much.